Hello. Hi. I'm overly excited. I already have the test in my hand, but welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am lulling Lisa, hoping to lull you into a state of relaxation, sleep, or just entertainment through ASMR. Today we are doing a Kokology test. You know the drill by now for sure. Let's jump right in. And as always, try to answer instinctually, keep an open mind, and remember that this test is just for fun. I'll share my answers in the end. This test is called When the Party's Over. You drew the short straw and ended up with the unenviable task of being designated driver for the night. DD. You resign yourself to a long night of club soda and cocktail nuts and manage to make it all the way to the agreed upon 12 o'clock final round. But your jolly companions have different ideas, and with eyes out of focus and beer on their breath, the call goes out for just one more for the road. Nobody likes to be a wet blanket, but you've had enough. What do you say to convince your drunken friends that it really is time to go home? Okay, so this is a multiple choice, 1 through 5, I believe. Yes. So I'll read you the 1 through 5 and you tell me what sounds the most accurate. So, what do you say to convince your drunken friends that it really is time to go home? 1. If you stay out any later, there's going to be hell to pay when you get home. 2. If I don't get home soon, I'm going to have to sleep in the doghouse. 3. You've had enough already. Let's go before you make yourself sick. 4. Come on, party's over. I've got to get up early tomorrow. That's it. Okay, now here is the key to the party's over. So here are the answers, what they mean, and I'll share mine as well. Hopefully you have your answer. There's a reason they call it babysitting a duck. Drunks are like children in many ways. They laugh and cry at the silliest things. They have difficulty finishing their sentences. Sometimes they even wet their pants. But the most relevant similarity in this scenario is that both can be a nightmare to control for the people who are supposed to be responsible for them. The way you tried persuading your partying friends to call it a night tells us something about your current or future parenting style. This is appropriate. Let's see if this is accurate for me. 1. If you stay out any later, there's going to be hell to pay when you get home. So if you said 1, you don't want your children to think of you as an ogre, but sometimes the coercive power of a believable threat is too much to resist. That's the nice thing about having a partner. You can scare the kids into behaving with. Just wait until dad gets home, or mom is going to freak out when she sees this mess, and still come away looking like the nice half of the good cop, bad cop routine. But you can't always be your kid's best friend. Sometimes you have to settle for being their parent. If I don't get home soon, I'm going to have to sleep in the doghouse. Interesting. So did you pick 1 and was it accurate for you? 2. If I don't get home soon, I'm going to have to sleep in the doghouse. If you pick 2, it says you take the best pal strategy, see 1 above, to the next step, asking your kids to protect you from the consequences of their misbehavior. But in this approach, not only do you turn your spouse into the bad guy, but by abdicating all responsibility, you relinquish your own authority as well. It may be time for a refresher course in Parenting 101. Did you pick 2 and was it accurate for you? And of course, if you're not a parent, just imagine, is this your parenting style? 3. You've had enough already. Let's go before you make yourself sick. I picked this. If you pick 3, this says, your no-nonsense, stick-to-the-facts approach may not win you any nominations in Coolest Parent Ever awards, but you always have your kids' best interests at heart. And in the long run, that more than anything else will earn you their love and respect. I like that. I wonder if that's true. Maybe, we'll see. Sometimes I feel like I'm too soft to be a disciplinarian because I'm like, she's too cute to discipline. Like, what am I supposed to do? 4. Come on, party's over. I've got to get up early tomorrow. If you picked 4, this says you have a tendency to put your own priorities ahead of those of your kids. Parenting involves self-sacrifice, and that isn't always easy to do. But once you've drawn that straw, it's a reality you're going to have to come to terms with. Who knows, you may even learn to love it. Did you pick 4, and was it accurate for you? This was actually kind of interesting and fun, I have to say. Yeah, I think I did find this pretty accurate. It wasn't like so deep or profound in any way, but I did honestly find it accurate. So that was kind of cute. I like that. Yeah, very accurate. I'm distracting myself by browsing things. I wish I was a little more organized, and yeah, I wish I was just a little more organized in picking from these tests, because I feel like it's all over the place. But yeah, side note, I feel like one of you emailed me a Kokology test to do, and I haven't gotten around to it, and every time I remember it, it's always too late for my filming or whatever. The thought just came into my mind right now, but it's Violet's bedtime and this is the last video I have to do. So if you are that person, I apologize, but I didn't forget, and I'm going to be getting to that in a future video, I promise. But yeah, I definitely don't want to run out of Kokology questions either, and it's interesting that this is the last book. I'm not sure there's a 3rd one yet, but we'll see. But thank you so much for being with me. I look forward to seeing your answers down below and finding out if this